Get ready with me as I tell you how I moved from depressed to thriving. 13 years ago, I received a phone call from my dream employer. It was about a job that I had been praying for. It was something that I wanted so badly, and I was really happy to get that job. The only problem about the job was that it was in a village. And as you guys know, I'm a girl from the township, and at that point in time, I had never been to the village before. Guys, I have to say, pixie hair is not for the girls that have 9 to 5. Ba sa kgona ho ya salon every single day, one. And secondly, girls ba sa tsebeng ho robala. Pixie hair is not for us, guys. So before I moved, my biggest worry was that how am I going to cope in the village, right? I don't know anyone, I've never been there. But I told myself, no man to me. One of my skills, one of my strengths is people. I am really good with people. Like, you can take me anywhere, guys, and I'll make friends. I get them to get them, but anyways. So I moved, drove 7 hours to this place, and when I arrived there, it was so beautiful. Like, the scenery was gorgeous, it was green, it was beautiful. As I got used to the place, I realized that people there they have some sort of tribal feuds, you know, as in one tribe doesn't get along with another tribe. This tribe is better than the other. It was all of that. All right, that made it very difficult for me as a girl that comes from the township. I'm not even from there, and I don't belong in any of those tribes. It made it difficult for me to fit in, you know. And before I know it, I started feeling very, very lonely. I started feeling very lonely because my life was about going to the office and coming back to my apartment. 1212, I hit a dark hole of depression. Then, as we know that emotional illness always manifests as physical illness, right? So I started feeling sick. I started becoming sick, and I came back home. Went to hospital. And then my aunt took me to a transformational center. This is when I learned about mental health and transformation. After that moment, when I learned about mental health and transformation, I became obsessed with transformation. I became absolutely obsessed. I became obsessed with mental health and transformation, and I started doing different things transformation-wise, you know. I started doing different ways of healing. I did things like hypnotherapy, I did Reiki, I did somatics, I did NLP. I was obsessed, and I went to different countries for different retreats. I was really, really obsessed. But I must say that in those years, I realized that healing, it's like peeling an onion. You peel one layer, and then another layer comes, and then you must peel that layer again. So it's not a once-off thing, right? I realized that. But I will say that the one that worked the most for me was hypnotherapy, because this one goes straight to the point. It goes straight to the root, and we find what is the root, we come back out and iphelile. So I continued with those different methods in different countries, and when I figured, man, you know what, this onion now is feeling better, it can go back to the streets, you know. And I was starting to help my friends and my family, giving them advice and with this and that. I realized, why don't I start my own thing? Why don't I start my own company where I am now bringing all these different things that I have learned in different countries? Because it's not every day that you can just take a plane to Thailand and go do a certain type of retreat. You know, not everyone is privileged like that. So I decided that I'm going to start my company, did a bit of studying just to understand how these things are done from a practitioner point of view. The company is called Atlecha, which means succeed in Setswana. The point of it is to bring all these things that I've learned everywhere in the different countries to my people. Guys, what am I doing? As I was saying, my company's name is Atlecha Transformational Center, where I provide custom-made transformational healing depending on the needs of my clients, because as people we have different needs. For those people that cannot afford my services yet, my one-on-ones or my group coaching, I also have created a transformational journal that can at least help people work through their issues so that they can start unlocking their own success. Because I genuinely believe, guys, that we are all created to succeed. God didn't choose who must succeed and who must struggle, you know. So this is the transformational journal. It's got 12 journal prompts to help anyone, for that matter, that wants to start healing. Okay, this is how it turned out. Tomorrow, but A for effort, guys. Fine, this is Amile for today. Remember to inbox me when you're ready to work on your healing.